is Little Gray, and she is a feral cat that I've been feeding for about 11 years now. She was left after Harvey, and she got into a cat fight. And she let me pick her up, and I was able to take her to the vet on Monday. Now, that was Monday the 20th. She got an antibiotic shot, and then I started immediately, and she let me, this is a feral cat, she let me put iRevive on the bite. And I want to show you, this little girl is a perfect advertisement. This is 1 week only. Look at that. The hair is starting to grow back in 1 week.
Awesome.
I mean, it's amazing.
And you put the iRevive on it. The nice thing about iRevive, putting it on any pet, is you don't have to be afraid of them licking it off. It's going to help their digestive tract if they do. It's the iRevive is all plants.
Yep.
It is just plants.
What a perfect advertisement for iRevive.
Oh, and she's just adorable. And 11 years old for a feral cat is really amazing.
And I had a 20-year-old feral
Wow.
that I could touch the nose one time in 20 years.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So I have you want me to just go through a few of them?
Well, let's talk about cats. What do you recommend if somebody has cats? What do you recommend they do? If they just have normal cats and they're okay, what would you do for them?
Well, if you have multiple cats, then in the house, like I do, then you can just spray it on the food. If you have a specific cat that has, like I had Stallone, that had lung tumors, and I wanted him to be sure and get it. I didn't care if the other ones ate the food with it on there, but I wanted him to get it. So I would spray a little bit on the tooth. One spray. Morning, one spray, night. And he was fabulous for 3 years. And I know it was iRevive spray. I mean, iHerQles spray that was keeping that cat alive. Yeah. And reduce the tumors down to just 1.
From how many?
6. Parasites, 6. And yeah. So that was pretty amazing. And he had a great lifestyle right up until the very end.
And so many animals suffer like people do with aches and pains and diseases. So if you can keep your animals happy and healthy and running around and having a good life, I mean, there's nothing better than that. And that's what this does.
Exactly.
This goes in and it opens up the circulation and microcirculation. I think animals, we all live in toxic soup, but animals being outside and being on the ground where there's all sorts of stuff settles and people spray stuff that's toxic, and I think animals probably have more blocked up circulation than people just because of their lifestyle.
Yeah. Now this is an interesting one. This is Stella.
Mhm.
Stella is amazing. She is autistic.
You have an autistic cat?
I don't, but my friend in Dallas, Susan, she is autistic. And I've run, of course, the Healy on her. I've scanned her, and that's how I know. We are putting mental clarity patches on Stella, and that will last, because she's so tiny, that will last about 8 days.
Hmm.
And we're also putting, she had an eye infection. So we're also putting iRevive right on the corner of her eye, and you can see it's perfect.
Oh, she's beautiful.
There's no problem. It was that eye.
So talk about how do you put the patch on her?
We put it on her collar. And I tell my pet parents, put a little piece of scotch tape, because if they're rambunctious and active, which most animals are, then that you'll lose it in the house and there's no benefit.
Oh,
And you
you're
won't
absolutely
find it
right.
either.
That I didn't put a piece of, I didn't have any, couldn't find tape, and then the next time I looked, it wasn't there. So yeah, put a piece of tape around it.
But she has seen a big difference with mental clarity on this cat. She is more personable. She doesn't hide. She's not recluse. She's coming out. She's interacting with the other cats, and it's mental clarity. Amazing.
I love that.
Then that's Stella. I've worked on her for 2 years now, but the mental clarity, and she also gets the spray every day. But mental clarity has just brought her personality out. She's not showing autism, signs of autism. I mean, I know it's still there, but she's not showing signs. It's
That
amazing.
that is amazing.
Yep. This is Rebbeca. Rebbeca is in New Orleans, and you can see she has no allergies. This little girl scratched her face and her ears so bad that it was just raw. The nose was raw, the ears were big and swollen, and we've been doing the spray, iHeRQles, and also iRevive, and the allergy patch, all three. And you can see she's fine.
Oh yeah. You
Yep,
put you put the iRevive right on her skin where she was
right there.
right
Yep.
on top of the wound.
Yep. And the ears too, right in the ears. And she's fine. And the allergy patch for animals is just incredible. That patch is amazing. Amazing. My sister's dog in Florida ripped, it's a blue healer, and she just ripped her skin to pieces with allergies. She's allergic to everything on the planet. They cook her food. I mean, she is so spoiled and rotten. The only thing the allergy patch controls. She doesn't have a hot spot, nothing. Nothing.
That is so good to hear.
Now, this is Leroy Brown. He's been on the Saturday night show many times. And he is a little Yorkie. You can see that eye is blind.
Uh-huh.
Well, his mother went to Alaska. Chris is a good friend of mine. He's 17 years old. He's a rescue, a Yorkie. And Leroy was with me for 5 weeks. And I sprayed his mouth. I put iRevive in that eye. He had the spa treatment. And let me tell you, he was bumping into things when he first came over here. When I gave him back to his mama, which is just a week ago, that dog was moving without hitting anything. That's iRevive and the spray in just 5 weeks. His vision is coming back.
You know, I have a granddaughter who had a um I'm trying to think of the type of dog. Anyway, had a dog that both eyes were white and it was running into walls. I mean, it really had cataracts full and could not see. And she started, this was back when we only had iHerQles, and she sprayed it on his food and just kept doing it. And they just got clearer and clearer until he had vision again,
Yep.
which that was one of the first dogs that I really saw a major, something really major reverse. And I was just amazed.
And this is 5 weeks, Care.
Yeah.
5 weeks to see a difference.
Animals have what, eight times faster metabolism. So one of the things I always say to people, if they've got any pets that have problems, do it on their pets when they get it right away, because they'll see the pets get better faster than they will,
Yeah.
because their metabolism is
Yep.
so fast. I
This is
love
a funny one.
it. Oh.
This is a client of mine in Healy, Texas. And this is the donkey I talk about that always has the ears, that had the rash on the ears, and she put iRevive on the ears. And this is after she put the iRevive. He actually came up to her with a smile.